removed a few large chunks from the inside here. At this point, we've got to get this down to something about like this. So we have a lot of horn to remove. You can remove some of it with hacksaws. You can soak it, and it's easier to work with. You can use a rasp, especially for the back. This does pretty good work. Or for the most practical thing to use would be a belt sander. Yeah, we want to remove a lot, but you always want to check your work over and over and over again, because you can always remove more, but you can never put it back. So with the belt sander, be very careful. Got the horn reduced quite a bit. I want to leave as much material as I can while still having little enough to where I can open this up after just boiling it for 10 minutes. I don't want to boil it for more than 10 minutes because at that point the horn starts to weaken. And that's next. Steam set up. The clamps and the board ready to go. We're sitting here for 10 minutes before trying to open it up. It's been boiling for 10 minutes. I'm going to try to open up this curve. Now that the horn's down closer to the size it needs to be in the end, of course I left it thicker and wider. I'm gonna have a few sessions of steaming it. Most of this twist is gonna have to be cut out. I made a line there how long this limb will probably be. I'm gonna try to steam this over, but in time usually those twists and bends will come back. Steam this horn as straight as I'm gonna get it. As soon as I take these clamps off, it'll probably twist a little and I'll have to cut a little off. This one is ready to be a limb. After taking this one off the form, it looks pretty good. May just have to remove very little bit in the tip. I'll get this bow spliced together pretty soon. I'm going to use a short lap splice, probably with a handle riser. I might need one, I might not. Maybe just a couple rivets. The limbs are slightly offset to deal with that little bit of twist still left in there. the way they are now. The string should line up on handle center once I have it together. The pieces to be fitted are grooved for better gluing surface, better glue, more glue penetration. It fits together pretty much in the slots. I've got it marked where I want the splice to line up. You can get good grooves by scraping it straight with a hacksaw blade, first one way for a while and then flipping it around, and that will make the grooves triangular V's to line up with one another. I'm taking a bow with this much reflex, bending it back the other way, and then drawing it more than half the length of the bow. Everything here is under severe strain, so I only want to use the best glue in the world. To make sure it's the best glue in the world, I make it myself. 150, 160 degrees, cook sinew scraps for 12 hours to make slow cook sinew glue. Only use the first pouring. This glue is very watered down and pretty hot right now for the best penetration. The glue is basically by weight, 5%, 10% glue, 90% water right now. For the final, we're gonna do, that's for the sizing coat. Put on 2 to 4 coats of the sizing. Then the final coat, the glue is gonna be much thicker, 35-40% glue by weight. I'm gonna make sure you don't touch this surface. You don't want to get any oil on it. Brush it on and put it on its side. Let the first coat dry about an hour at least, till it gets glossy. It's ready for the next coat. Let it rest on the other side this time.